people you were hanging out with back in the day, like was that a common thing? Was like troubled family?
Oh, I'm sure, dog. We all came from something. They were all numbing something. They're all hiding from some reality. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why everybody goes to drugs. It's not just for, peer pressure. It's not because we like to get high. No one likes to stay high. People like to get high. But to stay high, you're hiding from something. There's a reality that you don't want to live. There's a memory that you don't want to remember. There's something you didn't get. There's something that didn't happen. There's something broken inside of you that you're trying to fulfill. That's what I've learned.
So we set out to start this project a while back, like before the pandemic even started. And we got derailed a few times, like everybody and everything else did. But we're excited to be doing this now. The idea is to have conversations with interesting people who do interesting things in the community. Some people are interesting, some people do interesting things, and some people are both. And Joel Watson is definitely both. So we wanted to start with him. And it was remarkable to talk to him and Jesse about where they came from and where they are now and how their perspective has changed throughout their lives to become not just functioning members of society, but thriving members in this community, and people who give back to it. And I hope you like it. If you do the whole rate, comment, like, subscribe, smash the whatever you smash, because all that'll really help us out. And let us know if there's anybody else that you might want to hear from down the road. And if you don't like it, then you don't do anything, and that's fine. But I think you might. So here's Jesse and Joel. Check it out. What's up, guys?
What's up?
You're the first people we've had in here.
Nice.
We weren't allowed to have people in here for a while.
Yeah.
But
Okay. That makes it a little difficult, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. Now look at you.
We talked about like glass. We talked about doing look at me. We talked about doing like glass partitions. We talked about doing it like
No, man.
I don't know, bubbles or whatever,
Yeah,
but
no.
like
Who wears a hazmat suit?
yeah,
With a little microphone in it?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So
We'll just zoom the whole thing?
Yeah.
I can't do Zoom calls, dude.
No?
No.
Why not?
No, I can't. I'm good. I just can't sit there and just like in meetings. I was on the board of directors for downtown Kennewick.
Yeah.
I resigned. I couldn't.
Because of Zoom calls.
That was the whole. I can't hold my attention and they're talking and like you know what I'm saying. Like that's not. I'm in the trenches, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like wasn't raised with computers. I was raised to play outside,
Right.
so I still play outside.
What you used to be able, if there was when people would be on conference calls, you could mute your phone and kind of disappear. But now they can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you quit because of that?
No, I didn't quit because of that. It was just no, not just because of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I quit because like I make shit happen. That's my superpower.
Sure.
That's what I do all day long.
Yeah.
Just come up with ideas. What you're doing in your life is the same thing I'm doing in my life.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, right here. Let's try this. This might work. This might work. Hey, right now I'm at the point where I'm trying to incorporate other people. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to teach some people like just the mindset of a hustler, the mindset of a person to get up and go and just attack your day. Get there. Unless you want to live paycheck to paycheck, sit on your couch and not do shit and watch Netflix, you know?
Well, tell me what kind of people are you helping?
Now, this is my idea that I'm putting together right now. Actually.
Oh, okay. It's happening
You know
right
what
now.
I'm saying? Yeah, like I probably have about 8 people. I have a bunch of people. I made a Facebook post the other day about it, and because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna share like just some of the fire that's in me. Like once you crack the code, you know what I'm saying? And there's a code, dog. There's a code to wake up in the morning. There's a code to hey, you gonna hit snooze. You're gonna get up out of your bed. You're gonna go handle your day. I don't snooze. I don't even alarm clock. I'm up and I'm.
So is that a recent thing for you? Like, or has that always kind of been your mindset?
No, man. When I used to clock in, clock out, live paycheck to paycheck, I'm snooze. Let me sleep in, man. I would just rather sleep than wake up to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I'm excited in the mornings. You know what I'm saying? Like to wake up, like, what's going down today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's always something ding on my phone. Someone's doing this, someone's doing that. I'm just kind of the middleman linking people together. Someone needs t-shirts, someone needs a tattoo, someone needs a car, someone needs a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have my people that I like, and that's who I send people to, and they send people to me, and we all network together here.
You do tattoos?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I know a guy.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, is that something you learned? Is that something? I mean, you've had some. I mean, it's public, right? I don't know how deep you want to go into your life.
I'm transparent, baby.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, you can't embarrass me. I'm not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, it's cool. You can't.
Did
You'll blush before I do.
Is that okay? All right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Is that something you pick up when kind of things fall apart for you? Hustle.
That's how it. No, yeah. I come from like literally nothing.
Right.
I come from like get my own car, get my own this, get my own. If get my own food, you know what I'm saying? If I don't have money, I don't eat. That's where I come from.
Yeah.
You know, a couple times I had nothing for dinner. You know, when you learn the struggle and you come up from that, like I don't know, can you lose? Can you lose when you come from nothing?
Right.
You know.
Did you two? How long have you known each other?
20 plus.
20 plus years.
How old are you now?
Oh, I'm 43.
I'll be 45 in August.
How'd you meet?
Streets.
The streets.
Running, gunning, having funnin', and not much funnin'. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
So
Took a charge for him, went to prison.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah, went to prison together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
Yeah.
The one day he was in charge.
The one day.
The one day
That you were in charge.
Yeah.
Yep. Never had a felony, nothing. Went to prison with him. Just kept my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Okay, hold on.
I mean,
So I've been to jail once.
yeah.
Um,
I can tell.
I
can
got-
tell.
I got.
You're a realtor.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no shame in that.
No,
I'm not
at all.
blushing yet.
No, come on.
I got pulled over with a suspended license. I missed a court date.
Oh yeah,
because
Benton County.
Oh yeah.
They don't do that no more. You know that?
Why? What?
Like they don't put out warrants like that. Like they used to have like if you didn't pay your fines, you went to jail.
Yeah.
And you go to jail for however many days. Like,
Yeah.
Probably did like 6 years in Benton County jail on fucking fines.
On fines.
Fines.
Yeah.
Fines, bro. Fines.
I
They don't do it no more. And I'm kind of like, but at the same time, I'm like, hey man, let them be out here. But like that probably saved my life because
Right.
back in those days, bro, I was gone.
Yeah.
I was gone, bro. I was like I like the opposite, and I wouldn't say the complete opposite version of me because like I'm good and bad mixed together. Like I'm not gonna fake nothing. I'm not gonna pretend to be something that I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I have to be comfortable in my life. I have to be comfortable every day. I have to be comfortable. If someone talks shit about me, I have to be comfortable not even to do anything about it.
Right.
Even though sometimes burns my blood. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want to, hey, I'll just get you beat up real quick. But then sometimes I'm like, you know what? Hey, who are they?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their opinions don't pay my bills. Their opinions don't. You can't let it affect you. It gets to a part of your life where, hey, you just gotta focus, tune them out, and focus on what's in front of you, and that's whatever you want to put in front of you.
So I did about 6 hours in jail.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like.
nice.
Did you get to eat?
Did I get
Did
to
you
eat?
even?
No.
Did you get a meal?
No.
What? Oh,
No.
you missed out,
He
bro.
was there for lunch.
So what the thing I remember about it was that there are two things I remember about it. I went when I sat down, the first thing I did was feel for my phone.
Yeah.
And like how old were you the first time you went?
To jail?
Yeah.
I was 17. I got
So no
declined
cell
as an-
phones, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, definitely
No
not.
cell
Definitely
phone.
not.
Brother wasn't
So
even
like
cell phones.
right.
Bro,
So
come
the
on,
thing
bro.
that the thing that stood out to me when I sat down was I reached for my phone to do whatever you do on your phone, right? And it just wasn't there. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't have anything right this
Yeah.
moment. So like, the reason I was in there was the bail guy wouldn't wake up.
Yeah.
I had to call my
Damn,
parents to
man.
get bail and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So, but all it was like they were sending notices for me to appear in court to an address
We weren't at.
I did-
It's
yeah.
happened before. It's happened.
Yeah.
It's actually happened to me after
really?
after I got clean and changed my life. I finally gave them my address. You know what I'm saying? And they came and arrested me for some old warrant from like 6 years ago.
Oh, no way.
Oh yeah, dude. I didn't even go back to my PO's office for like 6 months. I just kept going back to jail after that. Yeah, the one time I gave him my address was like, all right, I'm gonna be on parole. I'm gonna do this, and they came straight to my house and arrested me from a warrant for not paying my fines from like 4 years ago.
So the first time you went, what was that?
Oh, I went first time with juvie, bro.
Okay.
I did 3.5 years in juvie. Then, which pretty much the juvenile here in the Benton County now is way better. I've actually walked in and toured it.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to go in and those are the kids I want to, you know what I'm saying, that I could talk to and help to. But,
Sure.
bro, I had so much I had PTSD, panic attacks when I see these cells. Because I've been in like every cell in the juvenile. It was red, yellow, blue, green, and maximum security. And I swear I've been in every one of them. Straight up. Like,
Whoa.
we lived there. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of groomed us to get ready to do time. You know what I'm saying? A parole officer.
Groomed you to get ready.
It felt like it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They know. They changed their whole system, how they used to have a setup, how they used to have everything. You know what I'm saying? Even the new juvie they built after I moved out of the juvenile. Looks like I went in there on the visit. I'm like, bro, it's like a prison. Like, why'd you guys make this prison? Why'd you make the juvie prison style?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to rehabilitate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to punish. Back
That was
then,
how
we
it
was
felt.
punished,
That's
bro.
how it felt. Was more
Yeah.
grooming
Now-
you to do.
It felt, yeah, it went right into it. Boom, boom, boom. You know?
And that was kind of how it went for you guys, though. Then.
He wasn't in
I
the
never
juvie.
went.
He wasn't. I didn't mean
You didn't
until-
go to juvie?
No.
No.
Okay, so I want to go back to what you were saying about you. You said the first day he was in charge.
Yeah, the one day.
Oh,
Not the
okay,
first-
so the one day.
The one.
It wasn't even
the
a
one
day.
day.
What does
It was
that
like
mean?
12
It
hours.
was like, dude.
What is in charge? What is that?
Like, I just.
We went to prison for attempted robbery, 1 in the first degree.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen, but we allegedly tried. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah. I took a gun charge.
So what were you doing that left him in charge?
He was in the back seat.
Letting him. Yeah.
He was in the back seat.
Took the charge. Went all the way through. Went to prison. Never been to prison. Been to juvenile in jail. Was told my whole life I was gonna go. So I remember when I went, it was time for me to go. I went.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did my time, and it was hard. Hey, lost every good time, lost all my good time. I didn't go to rehabilitate, but when I was in prison, once I got to prison, they have like classes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I always like to learn new stuff, like learn about new things, like you know what I'm saying? Because when we're doing time, like if you read a book, you're not doing time. Well, I read a lot of books. I read 1,000 books about anything and everything from just a fiction to nonfiction to spiritual to self-help to any kind of book, you know?
Yeah.
So okay, so you were in how long when you went for him?
No, we went together. I didn't go for him. I went for us.
Oh, I think
All right?
okay, for us.
It's my right hand man.
I don't know if that was insulting. I didn't mean anything by it.
No, you're good.
But all right, so you were in there. You said together.
Oh yeah, we were in jail, prison, all that. Got out, and I was already doing bad. I tried to do good. I did. I got out of prison, and I was like, my mindset was, I don't know. Like I got out and was like, it was not in a good place.
Right.
It was not to do good. You know what I'm saying? When I was in prison, I found out I was a dad though, which really kind of like screwed everything up.
You found out while you were in there.
Yeah. I was in there for like a year.
Like you didn't know she was pregnant,
no.
and then you found out while you were in there.
Once, bro.
How old?
I was 23.
How old was the kid when you found out?
1.
One.
Yeah, Raven. Shout out Raven. That's my kid. You know what I'm saying? She's 20 now. I came a long way as a dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I missed the first few years of her life, but since then I've been supporting her. Now she's 20, so like I have to respect her as an adult,
Right.
but still like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But I can't say that to her because then she'll shut down. So I just gotta let her live her life, and she falls down and pick her up and dust her off, and you know what I'm saying?
How old were you? How old was she when you got out?
Oh, 2.5.
She was
so,
2.
yeah.
2.5's a good age.
Yeah.
I got a 2.5-year-old right now.
Nice.
Like, yeah, I try to imagine what that would. I was trying to imagine what that would
You
be
think
like.
2.5 school? Imagine 20.5.
Right.
Oh my God.
I'd rather not.
They get their own stimulus checks.
Right.
They take care of themselves. You don't have to chase after them.
I'm looking forward to her being able to like pick up after herself a little bit, but like
Yeah. Good luck with that,
Yeah.
dog. I couldn't. Mine's 20.5. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know. I try to imagine what that would be like to miss like everything up until 2.5, and like I'm not gonna lie,
Oh, yeah.
2.5 is my favorite age she's been so far.
I missed on the real. I missed till 7. You know what I'm
Till
saying?
7?
When she was 7, when I finally got done with all,
Right.
because I was like, my bottom. Some of us are really hard headed, and some of us can adapt to any situation that we're put in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you put whatever you put me in, I'll be able to adapt in whatever environment I'm in, whatever situation I'm in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was she? How big of a piece was she in you getting?
I call her my lighthouse, like on the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a couple times where I was in hell, and that's how Just Jules even. I had like 7.5 years clean. I'd been working on myself. He was in federal prison. He's been back to prison twice since we went to prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I went 3
Yeah.
times already.
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time?
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, I just got out.
Right
2.5 years ago.
Right when I
You
opened,
got out 2.5 years
Right
ago.
when I opened up Just Jules, he went to the joint.
Oh, right when you
Right
opened.
before.
Were you planning on working with him,
right
or?
before. Oh no, we weren't even talking. No, it was we had a little breakup for about 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let it.
You know it's bad if the best friends aren't talking.
Right.
Yeah.
We
So
would see each other mutually, and he'd walk by, I'd walk by,
Honestly.
boom. I'd leave, he'd leave.
Really?
You know,
Nah,
that's
yeah.
it. It wasn't like an anger to fight or anything, but it was just like, okay,
I'm done with you.
No, it wasn't. I'm done with you. Because if I was done with you, we would have fought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, you're going to prison, and I'm not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened.
Right. What brought you back together?
Me being probably the best friend a motherfucker could ever be while he's locked up.
Okay.
Because I'd never done that before for him. He went back to prison, and I was still being this loaded piece of crap, selfless loaded piece of crap. And when he went to prison this time, as soon as he got to prison, I took care of him. Money, packages, stuff for his kid, birthday presents, Christmas presents for his kid.
How old's your
for his
kid?
He's 19.
19.
Shout out to Adrian.
Are they friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Not as close as it used to be, though.
No, not as close.
or are they
No.
a different trajectory than you guys, your kids?
They both work.
They both
One
work.
thing I've told you about our kids, and what our kids know, is that you get off your ass and you go to work, and that's
Right.
what they both work. One's a cook, one's a waitress.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what they work.
Yeah.
So, I guess let's talk about when did the idea for a restaurant come up?
That was with Marcus Hoffman,
Okay.
my business partner.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This was years before I even started that. He had hit me up, and I had worked for him and did hardwood floors when he was Hoffman's Hardwoods, and now he's Valiant Homes. I don't know if you know who Marcus is. And then so me and Marcus went. We knew each other from like recovery back in the day, and I'd worked for him. I was like his little gopher tool guy. He just did his thing, and you know what I'm saying. And we worked together for a few years. Well, then I quit working for him, and then because like construction's feast or famine sometimes, and so I quit working for him and went and started working as a dishwasher at Sandstone, and I went from dishwasher, prep cook. Once I started cooking, I won the first soup contest. Once I won that award, homeboy, dog, it was game over. I'd never felt nothing like that in my life. I never felt, when I walked up there, they brought me that little trophy, dude, and my boss whispered in my ear that he just gave me a huge raise. And I was just a nighttime cook, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I broke down crying. Called my dad, he told me, the first time my dad ever told me he was proud of me.
Really?
Yeah, that's when I was like, that reaffirmed me cooking, and you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden now I'm an award-winning cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has the coolest fucking ring to it, like, ever. So that's like, I don't know.
Was there much like in your life before that? Was there much sort of reward for your work apart from, I mean, maybe monetary, but like
No, you know, not monetary. You're not gonna get rich cooking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can get rich cooking at a restaurant that makes good food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in the kitchen wise, no, man,
Yeah.
you work hard.
well, but like I mean, like getting an award though, some kind of recognition. Like I mean, other than money, was that like the first time for cooking or for anything that you had gotten
Anything
that?
in my life that I remember, at
Yeah.
least my adult life.
So that was kind of a turning point.
Yeah.
A soup contest.
Yeah, and back then I was in recovery, so I was clean. So when I was clean, man, I remember being like addicted to anything that felt good. I started learning pie, started making good food. People started showing me love. I got addicted to that.
Yeah.
I just they just loved it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I had a passion for something. Like I was good at something, and like my dad was a cook when I was a kid, so like that always brought up. I don't know, like in my hair, everybody wants to be like their dad. So all of a sudden now I get to be a cook, and I'm good at it, and
Right.
impressing people and making stuff happen. I don't know, and it just kind of worked out.
Well, so the first time how many times do you know how many times you've been in and out
What?
in prison
Him?
or jail or prison or anything?
Dude,
My whole life.
Your whole life?
bro,
At least
I have
16 years.
16 years?
39 misdemeanors, 4 felonies.
You guys are busy.
1 felony I committed.
Only
Okay?
one of them.
Yeah, the other 3 is because I shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get rewards for that. There's
Right.
no bonuses for that. There's
Right.
there's no tax credit for that. There's
Yeah.
no 401k for that bullshit. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I did that. I still do that.
Well, so like the first time you get out or like the second time you get out, is there like a feeling that you're going to go back?
Not at first.
Not at first?
No, because you're in there lying to yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I lie
even if
to-
you're gonna do bad.
Yeah.
You're in there lying to yourself. You're gonna tell yourself whatever because when you get out here, you got choices and options, bro. I'm a part of a group here in Incarceration Inspiration. Shout out Richard Linderman.
I saw
what
that.
I'm saying? I'm a part of that group.
The backpacks.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
All you name it. They've done every kind of act. They're out here. They're deep, and
How-
there's a bunch of ex-felons and ex-drug addicts. You know what I'm saying? That are out here now doing good in the community, like all over the community.
Right.
You know, because like you just share that with people, and people want to share it with people, and people want to share it with people.
Yeah.
Because coming from being like, I don't know, X anything, bro, it's like, I don't know, especially if you're doing bad, like the only way you really want to feel good is by doing good or helping others. Really, I've shown that to the world.
Well, but the first couple times that you got out, you didn't have that mindset.
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
No, catch me, bro. I've never been to court through the front door. You know that?
Yeah.
No, I have 40
didn't know
misdemeanors. Okay, what did I say? 39 misdemeanors.
Yeah.
4 felonies. Imagine how many times. That's how many times I've been charged.
Right.
Okay. I don't know how. I've never been to court warrant, dude, from 13 to 30. I was on the run. 13 to 30, bro. I was on Crime Stoppers all the time. I was embarrassed when I first started the restaurant. I was like, my past is gonna haunt me. I don't have no weird shit. We don't fuck with sex offenders. You know what I'm saying? There's no weirdo, nothing. You know what I'm saying? We never told on nobody. Those are the rules we live by.
Right.
But other than that, homie, we're domestic terrorists.
Well, it's good to have you here.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So were our friends. That's what we did. This life we lived. We did what we wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just a couple of rules we lived by, but back then everybody was so high, moving so fast that man, it was crazy.
Well, so I guess I'll ask both of you, like, what was different about the last time? Like, because
I knew better.
Yeah?
I fucking knew better.
So I
fucking knew better, dog. Straight up. No fucking lies, no bullshit, no fucking, I didn't want to live, but I knew better. And my daughter wrote a Facebook post, dog, and fucking said, I miss my dad, I love my dad, I wish I got my dad back.
Oh, God.
And someone tagged me in it, bro, and I just happened to be, if I would have known what I was going to come back to, I probably would have stayed high. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been a pain in my ass. I love the hell out of my kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Really, I do. If something happens to my child, I will go back to prison.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's my little, but she's 20 and a half. She ain't 2 and a half. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
she's not out in the yard. She out, her and her friends doing hood rat shit, whatever 20 and a half year olds do. You know what I'm saying? I just imagine hood rat shit. I think that's all I can imagine.
Right.
I can't imagine them laughing and telling jokes and talking about Bible verses. I just don't. That's not what I picture.
Yeah. I remember it took me a minute to get attached to my daughter. Yeah. Like I recognized that like this was my responsibility, and I do love this infant, right? Yeah. But this newborn, but I wasn't. I didn't get that overwhelming feeling of love when she was born.
Yeah.
That
I don't think I've ever had it.
Right. Well, that everybody says they had, and like I started wondering, like, is there something wrong with me? Right. I started wondering, is like what's wrong with me that everybody says that they have this feeling they get when their kid was born, and I just didn't have it. So I started kind of talking about it. I remember talking to the old podcast I used to do. I remember talking
sociopath.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's sociopath.
Well, I started wondering. It's like
Brian's a serial killer.
It's a thought. Like you're supposed to love your kids, right? And like,
bro, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. You can hate them.
Yeah.
You don't have to like them.
Yeah.
But you gotta love them.
Well, but
and that's what I know about being a parent.
Yeah. Well, and I remember the feeling. I remember where I was. For some reason I was driving behind Winco to avoid the parking lot.
Whoa.
Right.
Bro, I don't even go behind Winco. Brian, I don't even go behind Winco, bro.
I was
Damn
driving,
it.
I was back there.
Okay.
And I remember
what's it like back there? Is it dark?
There's dumpsters, there's trucks.
I bet, bro.
Yeah.
I just leave that alone.
Guys that look like you back
bro,
there. Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
I don't go back there.
Yeah. But I had this feeling like for whatever reason I just imagined somebody like bullying my kid. And I had this feeling of like it wasn't anger, it was just like a resolute like, oh, I'd just kill them. Like I just if
Bro,
somebody is mean to me.
That's our go-to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until it happens. Because there's been some stuff that's happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're adults. We have to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
It's, but yeah, I don't know. I can't even imagine what that would like to be where you were and hear about that Facebook post that that your kid missed.
Bro, it made me cry. It's like
it's terrible.
Oh, yeah. But I came back.
Yeah.
I left and went to a halfway house and slept on the couch, dog. That's how
Really?
I started. Yeah, 4 months later, we started Just Jules. Marcus Hoffman picked me up in the middle of all that, made me work for him. Yeah, bro, I went back to work. I'd cook. I'd go to Sterling's on the weekends to cook, get practice back up because I knew I was going to start this restaurant. I kept telling everybody, I'm like, I'm starting a restaurant, dude. Marcus is like, we're doing it. Got some money from his mom. You know what I'm saying? Built that little tiny shitty little place, bro. Scared to death, bro. That's the scariest thing I ever did in my life. He wasn't even, he was doing time. He was laying around in bed, probably writing girls and shit, talking to like 6 chicks.
Yeah.
Trying to get some money for soups.
I had a lot of soups.
There were
all the flavors.
There were a few businesses that went in and out of there, and nothing ever really succeeded until like you've got to be the longest tenured thing in there in the last
I don't know for a minute.
while, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think that one omelets was it omelets. Omelets was in there. They were did all right.
Yeah.
Right? And then Mike's Place. Was it Mike's Place?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Mike's Place?
It
in
was
there for-
barbecue in there for a little bit, and that barbecue was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
for whatever
Me too.
reason that location's tough.
Yeah.
So like, why breakfast?
Bro, it's the most important meal of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, if fucking dinner was the most important meal of
Yeah.
the day, I'd be open for dinners. But I'm not even open for dinner, bro.
Okay.
Breakfast, lunch, dog.
Because the other meals are less
we're in,
important.
we're out. Yeah.
Okay.
We're in, we're out. Imagine if I opened up all day. My next, that's my dream. This is what I want to do.
Something
Or
else.
next, I want to do a bar. I'm going to build my restaurant around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm going to open up breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because who doesn't want breakfast for dinner? That'll be my whole selling
Yeah.
point. I'm not even going to change my menu. I don't want to do a dinner menu. I don't want to hire a whole dinner crew. You know what I'm saying? I want to teach the same people what I taught him, what I taught my other friend. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't teach cooks about being loyal. So I taught two of my most loyal friends that I've had, hey, how to cook, how to really cook. Now it's like, now I go to cook, I open, get going. By 10 o'clock, I'm out running around. I can do my own thing. Back in the day, I used to open to close, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? In the very beginning, I would mop the whole restaurant, make everybody leave. All right, clock off, I got the rest. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't. I ain't hard at it like that no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I got it built. Now I built these guys up. You know what I'm saying? To be able to run this thing. I have great, amazing servers. You know what I'm saying? I got some other stuff going. I'm trying to start a new clothing line called PTSD. Potential to stack dough, baby. You know
Potential to stack dough.
Yeah.
I like
for
that.
real. Like, because, and I'm gonna throw a mental health awareness twist on it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
some of the proceeds I'm gonna use for some normalizing some mental health here in our local community. You know, because we're out here, we're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are just, you're gonna have to shine bright. You want to make it out here because everyone's doing everything. No one's doing one thing that's different than anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone's got a little twist on their own little thing. There's no new ideas. You know what I'm saying?
No.
No, they're all taken. You know what I'm saying? At least the good ones till you
Yeah.
come up with one that just wins.
Yeah.
And that's why I think. And that's why I think and I think and I think and I think and I think because that motherfucker gonna come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm all over it. I'm all over it. That's all I do all day long. Text people, call people. Hey, what's up? What do you think about this? What is this? What's my work? Hey, let me see that logo. Here, let's check this out. Let's check the quality of this t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Soda's over here. I make moves, dog.
Yeah. Well, you said you were nervous when you opened up.
Hell
like
yeah.
the way that people would receive
Hell
you.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was like, I just want old Karen pulling up like a freaking Crime Stopper picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my pictures back then I never even reposted them. I have them on my phone. They're bad, bro.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. And the worse they are, the better I was doing out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them like half dead. Oh, yeah. I was knee-balling out of control. You know? But you look and there's no soul in that dude's eyes. You know what I'm saying? That dude didn't know God was real.
Right.
That dude didn't know love. That dude didn't know nothing. That dude was a savage. Had no feel. No, I was violent and I was immature. Probably the worst bipolar I think a human being can have. You know, and that's what we do. Is actually when we don't understand life, especially us coming from no education because we were fucking off. We spent years and years and years making fun of life, clowning. You know what I'm saying? Clowning through life, clowning anything and everything. We didn't know it. Didn't matter. We were laughing, having a good time. Even if we were broke, we would clown it. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in jail, clown everybody. Clown anything, everything. Just clown. It's like a defense mechanism when you come from struggle. You know what I'm saying? Us real funny motherfuckers seen some shit. That's why we still hang out together. You know what I'm saying?
You ever find that about like people like I'm trying to think of like a super interesting person I know besides
Joel.
Yeah. Or my wife, I guess, like somebody who hasn't.
Good save, everybody. Huh?
Good for you.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have some kind of like either went through a bunch of stuff or have some kind of like sort of serious sort of
I think if you always had it, if it's always been there, you know what I'm saying? What's the urgency of like, what's the urgency? Is there an urgency? I have an urgency. I don't know why.
Right.
I like something's pushing me most days to do more, I want to help now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Financial wise, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be a millionaire, dog.
Right.
I know a few. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm 100,000 there is cool. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can coast through life. I come from nothing. 100,000 there, man.
Sure.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So, the thing I'm most curious about when it comes to you is I guess we kind of talked about like that catalyst point, like what kind of flipped the switch, but like what, when did you sort of find yourself sort of ending up going down, a path you didn't want to go down?
Oh, since a kid.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, bro.
So what led to that?
I'm not getting what I needed or received at home from my mom and my dad. From parents, no structure, no love. None of the, like, you know what I'm saying, the major love, no physical touch, you know what I'm saying? No words of affirmation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My way or the highway, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I'm kind of like, I'm a Watson, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I'm fourth generation, don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, bro.
Fourth generation.
Straight dog, it's just, hey. And I spend my days, though, caring. So
Yeah.
don't think that I go around thinking I don't give a fuck, I
Right.
don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, because my life is the opposite of I don't give a fuck. I went from fucking over here, not giving a fuck, to all of a sudden everything mattered.
Yeah.
Bro. That was kind of hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Then I started smoking some weed, relaxing a little bit, quit micromanaging my life, quit micromanaging the people around me, because I'd be critical of others that are around me. I don't want no weirdos. I don't want no scandals, no dumb shit. He knows. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No scandals, bro.
Was it the same kind of story for you? Was it like family life that kind of?
No, I had no reason to leave.
Okay.
I just left.
Okay.
Because I was tired of. I didn't like what I was doing out, and there was something out there. I loved that scene. And then my brother, he was gone half my life, and then he come home and I hadn't seen him
From prison.
From prison,
Not from college.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? He did 11 years back to back, and I always talked to him, and I always wrote him letters, and I always went and visited him every other weekend with my parents. And when he come home, we were close, because we'd had a relationship. And then, so when he left, I wanted to go be with him.
You liked the life.
The life, the not caring, not nothing, the kicking the
Just
doors
do
in,
whatever you want.
to have
like,
guns. And
it's
drive,
addictive,
do
bro.
whatever.
It's just like the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Driving what you want, man. Dude, you be like
taking whatever I wanted.
Cars
You know what
is
I mean?
worse. It's
And
terrible.
then somebody tell me no, and I'm all right. Well, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I used to play a lot of Grand Theft Auto.
Bro, basically,
We're like-
not that hardcore. We weren't running around killing people.
Well, okay,
hustling,
all right,
or nothing
right.
like
Or
that.
jumping people out of a car,
You know what I'm
pulling
saying?
them out.
Yeah. It wasn't like that, bro. It was more like just trying to get by, have fun, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so the thing I liked to do in that game mostly was like not play the game. I liked to do stuff like what we used to do. Like you get like you,
joyriding.
yeah, you get
You're cruising the suburbs.
Right. You
Come
get
on,
you get
man.
you have to
looking at realtors. Oh, look at this house.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go inside. Let's check out the structure. I'm fucking realtors.
That's
man.
how I talk.
Damn
That is how I
Damn
talk.
it.
But we used to do stuff like you get a golf cart and you get yourself like 3 stars, so the cops are coming after you, and then you have to take the golf cart all the way to the airport.
Yeah.
And you win once you get to the airport. But the problem, the nice thing about playing the video game and not like real life is you get to kind of reset, right?
Yeah. For
So
sure.
yeah, that's the
When they
thing that
catch you,
keeps
it
me.
sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I can see how it's appealing. I can see how that life would kind of be appealing, but like the thing that would keep me from going
I look
there.
back now and it wasn't though, because like I don't know, the drugs that we're doing, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was some fucked up shit.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Dude, just I don't regret it. It brought me where I am. I learned some things. You know what I'm saying? It made me hyper.
Made you hyper.
Yeah, he's hyper.
I can see. I can definitely see the appeal of like I mean, you get away with something a couple times and you start to
But then
feel.
you don't. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And now there's like people now. Tri-City's just infested, bro. It's like you're not getting away with nothing.
Yeah.
You're not. The police know. Everyone know. That's why I'm legit.
Yeah.
I'm legit. Been legit.
Yeah.
We're all legit. You know what I'm saying? Catch me smoking weed and making money, dog.
Yeah.
Like out here, like I don't really mess with the police still. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I just don't. How's it going? They don't mess with me, and I'm not breaking the law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They must still wonder.
Yeah.
Like a guy like
Fuck
you
yeah.
getting out of that
Fuck
black
yeah.
SUV,
Fuck
right?
yeah.
They
Bro,
must
there's times I think my phone's got to be tapped, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got to be like, just listen.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Does he mean do good down in the kitchen? What?
Yeah.
Money for the homeless? Is this all code?
What does
You know
he
I'm
mean? He
saying?
wants
Yeah.
to deliver backpacks.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah. How many backpacks? Oh my God. Call in SWAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, talk to me about that. Talk to me about the. So, what was it that led you to want to? Why was it specifically backpacks?
So
Actually,
there's usually a bus that gets filled.
Yeah.
Every summer, And so since it was COVID, that they canceled the bus. I don't remember who it was or who had the bus, but they canceled the bus. And I was like, we're canceling the bus. I'm like, these kids still need school supplies. Even if they're not going to school, I know that kids need school supplies at home because they needed to participate.
Yeah.
So I kind of just picked it up, dude. And I just went through a breakup, bro. So like, I went through 2 breakups in the last year, dog. Like you know what I'm saying? We're not, no more breakups.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I just went through a breakup. So when my heart hurts, bro, I do a lot of good.
Okay.
That's how I heal. That's how I get through it. That's how I get out of myself. Do selfless acts for other people. Keeps me distracted. Keeps me, you know what I'm saying? Till I can wrap my head around whatever I'm going through.
Yeah.
You know, I'm half psycho, bro. Like I have to pay attention to what my thoughts are. I have to pay attention to my emotions, my feelings, all of it. So I started the backpacks, and then next thing I know, I filled the whole bus. Tri-Cities was like, they were just dropping off carloads every day. And then we got the backpacks out. I gave half to, I don't remember who I gave them to. I gave them to something that was in schools. I forget the name of them. Dang. Anyway, they distributed a bunch of, 400. They distributed 400. And then the other 800, was it 800? I took to that little ghetto in my hood. I live in the hood.
Yeah.
We took it to the park in my hood, dude.
Still live in the hood?
Yeah. I love it.
It
was across the street.
Okay. You guys are neighbors.
Right across the street, bro.
Right across the street.
I got the whole hood. Dude, every fourplex has 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And we have a little crime watch, like a little neighborhood association. We're all cool with each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
When that was the worst. That was what got to me, I think, the most about COVID. Apart from like any loss of life, was like the way that it affected kids of that age. Like, in a way, I was really lucky that my kid was like 1 and some change when it started, because she doesn't know.
Yeah,
she's not like missing any friends or anything like that. Like,
he's got 2 6-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, they're not gonna remember.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, we had to wear masks. And,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
my daughter loves the mask.
Yeah.
My daughter like reminds us to wear.
Yeah, I don't
them
mind them. I'm like. So I have like no political views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not left, right. No, I'm not. The whole thing I find unattractive. Like, and people make masks about, like, you know what I'm saying? And so like I've participated with wearing a mask. Like if they need us to wear a mask, I'm wearing one.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because
actually it's a policy of this new podcast that we're not going to talk politics, but the
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
dude.
for you. That's for you.
Thank you.
But
I'll come bring me back on. I'll sit right there. You can invite 2 people over. We'll interview them together.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me know.
No, I'll take you up on that. The whole time, I thought that there must have been a better way to handle specifically like the restaurant industry or like small business industry, right?
Yeah, bro. Like, well, if we would have been like hotspots, if we'd have been like designated hotspots, like, oh my God, it's all coming from restaurants.
Right.
Then I see the fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not, look at me, I'm not a scientist. I don't know I quit watching the news probably back in August. Like, I don't watch no news.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just fear. Like, it like puts fear in me. Like, I'm not worried about what's going on in the world, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about what's going on in front of me, what's going on around me, what's going on in my community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And us holding us up. You see how much good I did last year?
Yeah.
Bro, where's the Tri-City of the Year? You know what I'm saying? Where's this ceremony at? Where's this contest at? You know what I'm saying? Let's get this on, because I'm coming. I want it. My 2020 was the greatest year of my life. And through the, dude,
The greatest year.
yeah, and the worst, all at the same. It's a mixture of both, bro. I burnt myself out.
Right.
Burnt myself out doing good. Burnt myself out trying to be a shining light in this community, bro. And I burnt myself out, like straight up, dog. To the point of like, I didn't want none of it. I wanted to be just done, you know.
Yeah.
And then I had to find my balance, because I'm like, I don't know, it was like what 6-7 months ago. I was like, why? I'm like, I came up. I got everything I want. I can be me. Like I can like be me. Like we're pretty much. I'm accepted in our community.
Right.
I'm sure I got love in the hood. I got hate in the hood. I got love in the middle class. I got hate in the middle class. I got love in the upper class. I got hate in all 3. Like, you don't know who you're going to see me talking to. Might be a millionaire, might be a drug dealer. That's one of them. Both are my friends. You know what I'm saying? You might see me talking to a lawyer, a bail bondsman. You might see me talking to a loaded drug addict, because I know all these people in our community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You won't catch me talking to the police, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't see me doing that. Everyone else,
not on purpose.
Yeah, they do their jobs, I do mine.
Right.
I'm here to do good. I'm here to shine light. You know what I'm saying? You guys go catch bad guys. You know?
How many people that work at Just Joel's, how many people have been?
Every one of them.
Everyone.
Whatever you're going to ask right now,
Yeah.
every single one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All
have a past, all been through something. You have to have PTSD to work at my cafe. If you can't handle that, because it's
a lot.
Homie, it's a
lot.
cracking, it's not running around, everything's fun. Now these girls are whooping their ass, these dudes are whooping their ass. Hey, these dudes are like giving it their all.
Yeah.
You know
6 hours of nonstop.
6 hours, that's it.
So
6
if I
hours.
applied and I said that I spent 6 hours in a holding cell one time, that's a no?
Oh, you couldn't wash dishes for me, bro. You wouldn't make it, dog. You'd be like, fuck this and leave. For real. I got a dishwasher. Want to hear a story? I got a dishwasher.
I do.
This dude makes $13.69 an hour, which is minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I get a piece of paper in the mail from DSHS, from child support, and they're taxing him $675 a month for back child support. The most I've ever seen. So I'm like, obviously, you know, if they're charging you that much, you've been a dirtbag. You know what I'm saying? By missing payments and obviously all kinds of stuff too. But I'm like, I thought he was gonna quit, and so I showed him. I told him I knew all that. I told him. I told a couple of the coworkers. I'm like, man, he's out of here. Like I would quit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're here to tell you we're taking half of your paycheck, dude. And he stayed. That dude stayed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the? I'm like, so I gave him full time, gave him the most hours I can give him, dude. I'm going to give him a raise just because he stayed to pay that off because I know what that's like coming from, dude, I owe $10,000. Remember I told you I missed the first 7 years of my kid's life?
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't make a payment either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they were reminding me of that, you know? So
Right.
like, because back then, not paying your child support you go to jail.
Right.
Not paying for fines, not paying for anything. Back then, you go to jail. Now you don't do that. I wandered off in some. How am I over here in this part of the conversation? Anyways, go ahead.
You all right, man?
Yeah.
Nobody's here for me. They're here for
All
you.
right.
Do you think that? Well, I guess I'll ask you. Do you feel like you kind of thrive in that environment? Like, would you not want to be in an environment where things were not that way?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. There's times that I don't like. There's times that I got comfortable with myself, and he reminded me like, "Yo, hey,
you don't think? Hey, look at me.
You know?
I've probably been meaner to him
Right.
to get him where he's at today in his life than I've probably ever been meaner to anybody in my life. To me, you know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
work. It's
Yeah.
not work anymore."
Yeah.
It doesn't
now
feel
he's
like
on it.
work.
He didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. I gave him a job when he got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? I let him have like 2-3 days with his girlfriend, and then I was like, "You're coming to work. Let's go." Worst dishwasher I ever had in my life. Every day I just want to sock him in the back of the head and I'll be like, I took care of you in prison. I took care of your kid, and you're gonna wash dishes like this. Yeah. You know, and you're gonna be over there pouting in the dish pit. I'm like, man, I was just gonna. Hey. So I promoted him to prep cook because I was gonna fire him.
Is that?
You know what I'm saying?
Is that because you hated doing it?
No, he
Or
just,
you
he
just
didn't have
actually
no work
bad.
ethic. His heart wasn't in it.
I didn't know how to work. You know,
Right.
nothing. I didn't know how to work. I knew how to read books and play soccer.
This
and
is
softball.
this is what I've been doing with my friends in the community is teaching work ethic, and this is what I'm trying to do with my group that I was telling you about. Is I want to teach work ethic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to get a bunch of entrepreneurs together that are going to help these individuals, but people we know with talent. You know what I'm saying? People we know that I'm not just teaching anybody. If you're not a savage or a lion in your heart or a dreamer or a black sheep, like I don't want to waste my time or your time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to teach you. I'm not going to give you a mindset. I have work ethic. I'm not going to give you. I've taken losses. I've gone broke helping people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't think right now there's a message. Someone's asked for help since I've been here.
Okay.
Because that's my life. You know what I'm saying? And what I know today, it's okay. I try not to say no, but sometimes it's okay for me to say no sometimes because like I have set boundaries because givers have to have a boundary. Takers don't have no boundaries. There's no such thing. I've been on both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand what it's like not to have work ethic. I understand what it's like not to have a life with no passion. Passionate people are my favorite. They're my favorite people in the world.
Right.
They're all different colors, all different shapes, all different sizes. They come from all over the places. But the ones that live with their heart, those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get it done.
So, what did you see in him as he was poorly washing dishes that made you think he'd be better at cooking?
No, I wasn't even cooking. He didn't even get to cooking yet. He went to chopping vegetables and learning to teach him how to make pie. And my dad worked for us back then. My dad had taught him a lot, was patient with him.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't be patient with him because I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, that dude, his first year working for me, he made $4,000 less than me because of all the overtime from him fucking off. When I seen his yearly wage, I was all the overtime he got, because I let him, I'm like, man, work. Make your money, bro. Get it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're working. I down there hanging out with his girlfriend for like 2 hours on the clock, smoking cigarettes and shit. We've elevated as friends.
Okay.
He has to elevate. He has to, because I'm not done. This is where I stop. I don't stop here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, trying not to be distracted with like relationships right now. I'm trying to be working on some ideas and some stuff, and I'm hot shit right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make something work. I want to help. I want to do good. I want to make some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not involving any of those 3 things, I'm fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
That's my lane. That's my lane.
Is there anything you miss about the way, like, your old life?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I miss not having no worries in the fucking world. I miss fucking the only adult thing I did every day was take a shower. I miss that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it's like, wake up, responsibility, gotta go, got a dog, I gotta.
That was kind of what I was wondering. Is like, once you kind of get things in order,
there's no peace in my life.
No.
There's no peace.
Yeah.
There's no peace if I go on vacation. There's no peace because if I'm not there, it's still running.
Yeah.
I want to know, is everything good? Is everything cool? Is everything? I can't disconnect yet. I haven't got to that part. I'm 42. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work till I die.
Right.
I'm not trying to retire early. I already partied.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I partied my 20s. My 20s were gone. You know what I'm saying? I was 30 years old when I got my first job. You know, I cooked a little when I was like 18, 19, but I was 30 years old when I got clean and left the dope. And by dope, I mean meth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Meth.
Yo, bro. Yes, sir.
That's.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not going there.
Yeah, I mean.
No, I will. Oh, yeah.
Me neither.
It's. I guess I'm curious about what that's. That's one of those feelings I'd like to, just out of curiosity, know what it's like.
Fuck.
You know, like, because I'm.
Bro, you don't.
No, well, no, I don't want to try it. I don't want to try it.
You don't.
No, I just like the for it to get its claws in you like that.
Yeah,
like
Army of the Dead shit, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just zombie making fucking rat food.
So,
you know what I'm saying? I got no respect for the shit.
Well, so the reason I say
the devil whispered in someone's ear, put this together, and let's fuck up the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, so the reason I remember I was prescribed Adderall. Oh
my God, you're tweaking. When?
College. College.
Graduated. You graduate?
No.
See? Huh?
I could blame that. Yeah. I was out behind Winco, like.
Bro, you were out behind Winco. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I remember, like, when that, you know, I mean, Adderall comes with, like, there's a, I guess for lack of a better word, a high that comes with it, and then it
that's what meth is.
Yeah?
That's what meth is.
So, okay,
exactly.
Then I guess I don't need to try meth, but
You have.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, you're right. You know, that's true.
They don't separate that.
That's true.
Sorry, housewife. Sorry, sorry, Betty and Susie and Sniffany. You know what I'm saying?
Sniffany.
You're on one.
I remember, like, those having conversations with people, like, while I was kind of at the peak of feeling good from that prescription, right? And, like, I remember thinking, like, they should put this in the water.
Yeah.
Like, I feel amazing. I feel so happy. And then there's, like, you know, then I was kind of like chewing on my lip, and it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. But for some reason, like, that never got its claws in me, you know, like I remember, like, I guess I was kind of wondering if it had, so I just didn't re-up my.
Never.
No.
You didn't finish college, bro. I got questions.
Welcome
to the real ones.
That
Welcome to the real ones, man. You're talking to the right people. Don't trip.
That was like a lack of self-motivation, right? That was like, well, I mean, to be honest with you, and actually, this kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier. Am I bumping that camera?
No, you're good.
All right.
Not anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Dude.
I feel like my problem with self-motivation around that time in my life came from not having really any struggle. Like, I was like the third child of, like, a middle-class family, and I have great parents.
Yeah.
And so I never wanted for anything, you know? So, and I think that's sort of, like, you ask about finishing college or graduating. Yeah. I did finish. I didn't graduate.
Yeah.
The
parents were upset, disappointed, let down?
Not outwardly. No, they were. I have great parents.
Yeah.
They're like, but I think by nature of never really having any kind of struggle, I never really learned until until I didn't live with them anymore. You know? Or like I wasn't on their dime anymore.
Yeah. Real
like,
world.
I think I have disappointment in that I don't know what I would have done with a college degree. Really, I'd probably still be doing this, and a degree is useless in my industry, right?
Yeah,
but what not having that degree tells me about myself is like I didn't have the ability to finish. Like I didn't have what it took to stick to something and see it through, right?
I got commitment issues, bro.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Like this is literally my restaurant is the longest thing I've ever done in my whole life.
Really?
It's been for like 3.5 years. 3.5 years, dog.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've always just been like, I just decided this time I wasn't going to start over. This is the time I wasn't going to start over. This was the time I was going to like, everyone's like, oh, like you're so resilient. I don't want to be resilient no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm exhausted from strength. I'm exhausted from getting here. Spite got me here. Proving them wrong got me here.
Right.
6 months ago, man, I'm like, hey, I went and started, my uncle died that I really loved, you know what I'm saying? And I went and I apologized to all my family members. And I'm talking terms with every blood family member. And it's the first time in my life I've ever thought about my whole family. And I'm not mad at not one person.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Not one person, dog.
What's your relationship with your parents like now?
Good. I just recently, like I said, I've been putting work in with both my mother and my father. Me and my father didn't get along. We're hard-headed. Me and my dad are both hard-headed. My dad's from Idaho. You know what I'm saying? Third generation, don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me and him get going. We'll just not talk for a little bit, but we always end up getting back together and it's just back on track. Me and my mom, different story. You know what I'm saying? Effort on my part. You know what I'm saying? It's effort, yeah. She doesn't talk to any of my other siblings. I talk to all my siblings. I don't try to talk to anybody into anyone. I'm trying to talk my siblings into hanging out with each other, but not with my mom. And it's like.
How many siblings?
I have 3 sisters and a brother.
3 sisters. That's a big old family.
Yeah, but we're so distant and apart that we're not. Like, 2 of my sisters are, I was 18 when they were born, so I missed them. My brother was 12 when I was born. I was out the house at 13.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You were out at 13.
13, 14, yeah, I was in juvie. Or I was out on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What about you? How about your family?
I got 4 brothers.
4 brothers?
900 cousins, 300 aunts,
500
800
aunts.
uncles.
Yeah, I got a big family.
Okay.
Big family. We're close. Well, not all my family, but there's just like certain couple families that we're really close and tight with and stuff, and you know what I mean. And
they're deep, bro. Deep.
So in the people that you were. People you were hanging out with back in the day, like was that a common thing? Was like troubled families?
Oh, I'm sure, dog. We all came from something. They were all numbing something. They're all hiding from some reality. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why everybody goes to drugs. It's not just for peer pressure. It's not because we like to get high. No one likes to stay high. People like to get high, but to stay high, you're hiding from something. There's a reality that you don't want to live. There's a memory that you don't want to remember. There's something you didn't get. There's something that didn't happen. There's something broken inside of you that you're trying to fulfill. That's what I've learned. I'm pay attention. I'm a thinker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You read a lot of books.
Spent 10 years in recovery.
Yeah.
Bro, in a 12-step program working on me.
Yeah.
Everybody's out partying, having fun. I was paying back to Washington State fucking every dime that I owed them for all those fines, bro. So I didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And I spent 10 years working on me, bro. Cooking and going home and working on me. Going to 12-step meetings. And I was like a recovery Nazi back then.
Dog.
Yeah.
Homie, I was like the NA sheriff. Like I stood up for freaking. Yeah, bro. I'm not in recovery anymore. I don't really associate with. There's some good people. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful program. Saved many lives. You know what I'm saying? I took advantage of it. I worked all 12 steps, went through it twice. Once I did them when I was loaded, and once I did them on me when I was out here in society. I was clean for that long in a row. You know what I'm saying?
No, nothing.
Not even Listerine, homeboy.
Not even Listerine.
Not even for 7.5 years. Not a lip, slip, drip, trip. Nothing. Bro.
Listerine.
Nope. Not even NyQuil. Not even no nighttime drugs. No minor, only caffeine and nicotine. Caffeine till I have anxiety and want to freak out and just be addicted to anything. I could be addicted to anything when I'm clean. Anything. I smoke weed now. Like I'm out there with Wiz Khalifa, bro. Like on the real.
Yeah.
Like I smoke weed now just get through my day. But I don't smoke until like about 11.
Right.
I wake up at 5 and I'll smoke till 11. So 6 hours, a quarter of my day every day while I'm working and opening and getting everything going. Clear-minded, clear-focused, you know what I'm saying? Not much of a drinker. Not good at it. I don't really participate. You know what I'm saying? I keep quitting drinking. But then we're celebrating. Fuck, there's so much stuff going on, bro. It's like celebrate something. Then I wake up the next day and I'm like, I don't drink. This is not me. Like, people drink for the courage that I wake up with.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, like people drink to be able to just to function as like how I function as myself.
Yeah.
Like when I drink, bro, I revert. I revert with alcohol. I go backwards. I don't go I'm not getting drunk and want to talk about like some revolutionary, we're going to evolve as better human beings. I don't talk about that. I don't talk about, you know what I'm saying? I go back to old gangbanging, hood, wood, wish a motherfucker would. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bad. I don't like it. Not all the time, just sometimes.
What about you?
He's not good at none of it, bro.
I'm not
He
good
don't
at none
even.
of it.
He don't smoke.
I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Okay,
But you did, right?
I did.
Yeah.
A couple
bro.
times.
Dude.
I don't do nothing.
Nothing, dude. Super. I don't even know how we're friends. For real. Except we don't smoke none of my weed. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm like, bro, just hit it, bro. But he can. It's been too late. You know what I'm saying? He ain't smoked for so long that this stuff now, like,
Yeah.
just
it's
regular weed. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like the dabs or anything. It's just,
regular.
yeah.
I'll feel like a noodle.
Dude, I can't smoke. I can't like every time I've ever smoked at all, like I ended up vomiting every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time
Were you drinking?
at the time, not.
You can never
Oh, a
drink.
couple of them.
Look at me. You can never drink and then smoke. You'll
Yeah.
get the spins.
Yeah,
Yeah, just smoke by itself.
it's
man.
been. It's
Everyone want to get drunk and be like, just smoke, oh, pass me that
Right.
bad boy. And the next thing you know, they're throwing up, having seizures
Yeah.
on the ground and shit. Cause
It's been years. I remember
Yeah.
the first time was in college, and there was this dude. Who I'm in college, so
Yeah.
just I'm doing stuff, right? So
Adderall.
This,
Yeah.
yeah, Adderall, and like this dude. My freshman year, there was this kid who lived across the hall.
So you were like college dorm.
Yeah, I was in the dorm.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be like, to
Yeah.
me, you think my life was cool? I think that shit's cool. I'm like, I wonder what that shit would that be like. It'd be like dope. It'd be like being in prison, but like wanting to be there.
It is.
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The showers.
Yeah.
You have individual
You
stalls.
had chicks
but-
though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 Fuck.
But there was this.
It was terrible.
We had,
I'm just kidding. Take that out of there. Do not put that in there.
we had a coke dealer on our floor. It was like known that he was a coke dealer.
Yeah.
And I remember one time the police came in and they were looking for him and they were
Damn.
asking everybody where he was.
Yeah.
And he, like, maybe an hour later, he came back to the dorm and we're like, dude, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And like the police were like not after him for the coke. They were after him because he threw a water balloon at a girl on a bicycle. And she named him. So like the police were there and we're like,
bro, you can't be doing dirtbag shit if you're doing dirtbag
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you get busted.
we thought he was going to jail forever.
Yeah.
Like we thought he was done.
Yeah.
And like, no, they
water
just,
balloon.
it was a water
Damn.
balloon. But so, the first time I ever smoked, I was in a friend of mine's room and he left.
This was definitely not the University of Hard Knocks.
This was no, like yeah, the coke deal. I mean, the drug dealer I knew, he didn't deal. It wasn't weed. It was coke. He was dealing a rich person's drugs. So, yeah, we were affluent.
Yeah. Bro, I get, hey, kids, dog, people are gonna do whatever they got to do to get where they need to be.
My friend,
People are gonna experiment. People want to try. People want to, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's still, I'm still open to evolving.
Yeah.
I'm cool with evolution.
Uh-huh.
I'm cool with this. Isn't, and this just recently has been my new mind frame. Is that we get this certain like, and it came up with my dad. My dad's like, well, everyone's like, you know who your dad is. He's a certain way, and I'm just like, but you don't have to just accept that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to accept that. Like, you don't have to accept, like, he can accept that. And he can stay where he wants to be, and that's who he is, and that's how I am. But I don't want to be, this is how I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I can do better in a certain area of my life, when it's time for me to apply it, I will. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I don't know, I kind of, a couple years ago, I left recovery, and I quit working on myself. No self-betterment. You know what I'm saying? I was so focused on everything around me make me feel good that I wasn't really working on the things that really make me feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the things that really matter. So like, I don't know. Like I said, self-betterment. I'm on top of it. Evolving, evolution, you know, growing. Not to be like this trendy shit. I'm not with the trendy shit. I'm not here to train. I'm not here to change. I don't want to be cool. I'm not worried about what's fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The things that I do in my life, to me, are cool. You know? Like,
Well, so evolution, what's next?
I don't know. I want to get this clothing line going, and oh man, bar, dog. I want that bar. Like, I just want either just a bigger restaurant with a bar in it. You know what I'm saying? That's alcohol. Dog, can I come up? I mean, I made all this money with no alcohol.
Right.
And it's growing. There's steps to all of this. I got to be hot. I'm hot. Whatever I go in, I can fill now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can fill whatever restaurant. I'm just kind of waiting for something. Something going on. Everyone got PPP right now, so everybody's good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting. Someone gonna fall out. Someone gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to stay East Kennewick. That's where
You want to stay over there?
That's where I grew up, man.
Yeah.
I live in East Kennewick. I love East Kennewick. I grew up in East Kennewick. I'm like, people don't complain as much. You know what I'm saying? We got our zombies and shit. We got our own hood shit going on, but there's no murders. There's no, you know what I'm saying? It's wide open. People are allowed to do whatever they want to do. No one's getting beat up for nothing. I mean, people get beat up, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's free to choose and be yourself. And, you know, there's a lot of different cultures here, just in East Kennewick, in the hood. Like a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like there's we've sort of hit a turning point downtown, like that. Like we were talking about food trucks a minute ago, like those food trucks down there in that like winemakers village. Like there's and what Steve Lee's doing down there too. That like I love what he does with like that. He took a bread factory, turned it into a CBD store, and then painted murals on it and stuff like that. And like it's. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity down there, and finally some of that is starting to get kind of realized because like downtown Kennewick could have stayed cool. You know, it could have. But
it all moved Columbus Center Boulevard.
Yeah, it did.
Columbus Center Boulevard, out behind Columbus Center Boulevard. That's the business if you're to Tri-Cities. You know what I'm saying? You got Road 68. Now you got up here, pass up 27th, Kennewick. You know what I'm saying?
Southridge,
Southridge. It's where everyone's going out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's right here.
Yep,
it's all
right
going
there.
out. This is where we got. This is what we got open. This is our future.
Yeah.
Future. Anything else is dying.
It's a bummer we're moving away from the water. You know, because like we have this like gorgeous thing running right through the middle of town, and everything is moving out.
Yeah.
You know, like everything's kind of going farther away.
Pasco's getting down.
Yeah.
Pasco's on top of their game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing markets. They got apartment buildings. They got Pasco's on point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kennewick, I don't know.
We're working on it.
My business.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Who else? You guys are a part of something that like, I mean, I haven't been in the area as long as you have. Like I've been here since 2000. So I've probably really been paying attention to like the culinary scene since I was, I don't know, maybe 2010 or something like that. Like really paying attention to things. Cause like this town has been, you know, I mean, it's this town is built around Red Robin, right? Like this town is like,
why are you gonna say them?
What's that?
What do you mean them?
Because
what's their point?
It's like one of the highest grossing Red Robins in the world. I
really?
mean, like, oh yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. The reason I say that is it's kind of like I remember me growing up here. It was kind of like it was them. It was Applebee's, and like I mean nothing against them, but it was kind of driven by chains, right?
Oh yeah.
And something over the last few years, it's sort of made this transition over to like there are some awesome food trucks, and you guys have a great spot. Like
there's some fantastic food in the Tri-Cities.
Yeah, and
all my favorite food comes from trucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you.
Bro, some people want the high ceilings. I need 4 wheels and some cholesterol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. Yeah.
Foodies, they started as a truck, right?
I'm not sure.
But
I'm not sure.
But they're doing interesting stuff.
Dude, they
too,
were
right?
like they were pretty much like one of the first ones to like I don't know, like really get the foodie scene I think going.
Yeah.
To really like everyone was immaculate. Everyone loved them.
Yeah.
Like, they were the talk of the town for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they still are.
Yeah.
And now there's 2 of them. They do great. Yeah.
Well, like fresh out the box, them too. Like
huge fan.
Yeah. I am too. It's like
Fat Cat's my number 1 though.
Oh yeah.
Number 1 top. That's my top number 1. If dude, if they're open for dinner, I'd probably be there like 5 nights a week. You know what I'm saying?
Like there's a shift that happened. You know, they're like because it wasn't that way when I was growing up here. It wasn't that, and I guess when you guys were growing up here too, it wasn't that way.
Yeah.
Like everything
I
was.
don't think we had the social media and the technology that we have today that we can see online what people are doing. Like what special food pictures? That's a lot of us get our ideas from pictures of food from somewhere else, or you know what I'm saying? Fusion is huge.
Yeah.
That's the next level in our. Anything that's good here is fusion. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's good here is it's what it's supposed to be with a twist.
Yeah.
What it's supposed to be with a flair. What it's supposed to be with some love.
But I do, I do love what you do. Is you just make a bomb breakfast.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing confusing about it. There's no curveball coming at you. It's just just make good food.
Yeah.
But the so like it's been really exciting to sort of see where that's going, and like because I hadn't been down to those food trucks down there, like we were talking about. What'd you say? What was the Cajun place you were talking about?
Ants Creole or Buy You Some Cajun?
Buy You Some Cajun. Yeah.
Oh, they do great work, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just made that burger.
Yeah.
That's what I had to eat before I came out because I haven't ate yet today. Like I woke up, I'm on this new thing. Like, so I have my own place. I have a little apartment, you know what I'm saying? And so like, I've never lived by myself before. Like, there's always been like, either I was living at your house or I was staying at your house or I was at like a recovery home or I had a roommate or I lived with a girl, lots of girls, lived with lots of women. You know what I'm saying? That's like a credential. You had to have your own place for me to, which is still a credential, by the way, because you need to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But this is the first time I've been single by myself. And I'm like, now I'm comfortable with it. Before I was uncomfortable with it. I was like, whoa, man, we got to do something. We got to. Now I'm like, man, I'll be chilling with my dog, whiskey, smoking joint, and just thinking to myself, with no one around. Like, but my mind can go, man. Like, it's a blessing and a curse when you're an overthinker, because you can put your own self in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? But you can also make yourself feel bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? You are what you tell your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You are. It's what your mind believes. You know what I'm saying? Am I a piece of shit or am I a good dude? You know what I'm saying? It's your mind believes what you tell it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going now. So I'm rambling on again. Go ahead.
Well, I think I'm out of stuff. What are we at?
We're over an hour if you want to wrap it up.
You guys bored?
Yeah, it's 4:20, bro. I gotta go smoke.
It is 4:20. We missed it.
Yeah, we're out of here. 4:22. Huh? I count till 4:29 as 4:20 because I'm a busy man. I'm a professional. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got to pull over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's fun to get this thing rolling, and like I wanted you guys to be first because we tried to do that one project.
Where's
and it
that
just
dude at, man? Let me find that motherfucker.
He's I'll connect you.
All right, yeah. I'm on that. That was a dope video, bro. That was fire. That was fucking fire.
It was.
And there's some moments on here that you got some good shit.
I think
so
too.
There's some shit that came out of my mouth that I surprised a lot of people, especially from my shit posting. So like, here's the secret behind my shit posting.
Okay.
If I shit post and these people don't know that I don't give a fuck, right? Because I don't. But I do at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they ease back on me. They're like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's just leave him alone. Let him do his thing. He's not hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? But it also keeps the chicks back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be distracted. Bro, I don't abuse my power. I don't. I do go around and do good. The worst thing you might see me do is I might break a heart here or there. You know what I'm saying? That's me being real as kept. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing you catch me doing is breaking a heart. You know? So that's why I'm staying single, doing my thing. I'm trying not to. I'm learning. You know, but I'm at this level right here where like I feel it, dog. Like something's gonna pop, something's about to give, and I'm gonna get this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And until then, I'm gonna wake up before you, and I'm gonna go to bed after you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go harder than, and I'm gonna keep going hard, because it's right here, dog. Like I feel it in my heart, in my bones, and I don't mean something big's coming like money wise. I'm talking about big coming wise, like me finding this purpose, because now I have a purpose. This is to do good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this podcast was the start.
Yeah.
It starts today.
Yeah.
At 4:24.
Yeah, I'm like, I got you.
Dude, go get it. We'll let you guys go.
On.
We'll let you guys go.
All right.
We appreciate it.
All right.
All right, man.